Michael Ortega, please, to ringside.
He's quit.
Fight coming in, guys.
He just didn't want to fight. Yeah, he was just here. It's funny. Well, I'll tell you what, Lawrence played.
Around his mat, right?
This guy can fight away.
Right, come on.
He's gonna fight a hedge.
Good clean fight, all right? If he punches in front, watch the low blows, okay? I'll tell you what to do right now. I'm not going to tolerate rapid punches. Listen up, my break. This is my command for a knockdown thing.
Oh, great.
Check the gloves. Okay. Good clean fight. All right, watch the low blows.
We welcome you back. Bonus coverage now. 4 rounds in the heavyweight division. American Olympian. Let's play involved. Let's go to Thomas Driver. Thomas?
Ladies and gentlemen, the action continues with 4 rounds in the heavyweight division. And when the bell rings, the referee in charge of the action will be Michael Ortega. Introducing to you first, fighting to my left out of the red corner, he's wearing the black trunks with multicolor trim and weighed in at 211 pounds. Hailing from Rochester, New York, he has a professional record of 6 wins, 5 losses, with 4 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Bryant Special K Smith. And his opponent, fighting directly across from him out of the blue corner. He's wearing the gray trunks with white and red trim and weighed in at 235 pounds. Hailing from Hartford, Connecticut, this 1996 Olympian now has a professional record of 2 wins, no losses, with both wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Lawrence Claybay. Once again, your referee in charge, Michael Ortega, now to give the instructions.
All right, gentlemen, we went over the rules already. I want a good, clean fight. Protect yourselves at all times. Good luck.
Here is the Budweiser tail of the tape. Lawrence Claybay at 30 years old. Remember, with only 2 pro fights, but remember, he didn't start fighting. He was a prison guard and didn't start fighting until late in his youth, I guess you might say. The guy is fighting, if nothing else, is in shape.
Bryant Special K Smith is a guy that has a pretty good punch, so look out for it. 4 of his 6 wins have been by knockout. And those of you who watch boxing at the Forum know there's a heavyweight out there who's getting quite a build-up, a tremendous prospect by the name of Ed Mahone. And Bryant Smith fought Ed Mahone and had Mahone hurt and had him down in that fight. And it was the only guy who came close to defeating Mahone. And so you have at least that to go off. But so Claybay may have some work to do here today.
That'll be a good test then for Lawrence Claybay.
He hasn't gotten a good test yet in his pro career. He's won by 1st and 2nd round KOs. The first time we saw him fight, it only went about a half a minute.
There was some question as to whether or not Lawrence Claybay was going to turn professional at all. He had talked about not really being interested. Waited for a while before he did start his career after the Olympic Games. Despite the fact that he was on the American Olympic team, he had only a moderate success.
Yeah, he was eliminated in the 1st round of the Olympics by a Ukrainian fighter, although it was a very close fight, and he had the guy in a bad way at the end of the fight.
Some good hand speed here.
He's showing very good hand speed.
Keep him up, Lawrence. Keep him up. Keep him up.
He owns a considerable weight advantage in this fight, Clay. Although I wouldn't say he's in the greatest of shape. Doesn't look to me like he's been turning down any curves.
Good body shot from Clay. Clay, as an amateur, had a tendency just to be a little bit lazy and just not stay as busy as he needed to. Not an overwhelming puncher.
Smith beginning to get his left hook off now, but although it's still falling short, at least he's beginning to throw some punches.
Good shot there. That just stood Smith straight up. Effective so far from Clay.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Everything's fine. You have the guy hurt.
Who you saw.
Okay.
Mike Rapchi, the defenseman for the San Jose Sharks. Look at that. Hockey guys getting involved in boxing.
Clay
How you
showed a lot
feeling,
of
baby?
hand speed in that round. A tremendous body punch by Clay there. That one really sucked the wind, I think, out of Bryant Smith. He chased him across the ring, hit a pretty good left hook right between the gloves, and down he went. It was more of a straight, it was almost a cross instead of a hook. It was more of a straight type of left than a hook.
Okay, one more.
Very effective 3 minutes
I want
of
you to
boxing.
swallow that.
Lawrence Clay.
Nice deep
You
breath.
know,
and relax.
Smith has been in with a lot of guys. We mentioned Mahone. He's fought Alex Stewart. He was knocked out in that fight, but he went 6 rounds with Alex Stewart. And he also lost a 6-round decision to Kirk Johnson, who is quite a heavyweight prospect right now. So judging from that first round, I think, by comparison at least, Clay comes off looking pretty good in that first round.
Very effective and showed good hand speed, as you said. Pretty good defense. Now he switches up.
Not sure what that was all about. One thing I noticed in the fight with Ed Mahone of Bryant Smith was the fact that he was hurt several times and he was knocked down, but he would come back fighting. In fact, he knocked Mahone down after he had been knocked down himself.
Quick right hand again, Clay.
He will try to fight back.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We good. Continue. No knockdown. No knockdown. Stay over there. So slip.
Stay spinning. 2 more seconds to recoup. Triple jab. Again.
I tell you, look at Clay-Bay's physique, and you just can't believe that he can throw punches that fast. He is really quick-handed.
Once again.
Smith just can't get an opportunity to get his own shots off. He's too busy trying to defend himself.
Just a nice variety of punches from Clay, too. Punching with much more authority than as an amateur, setting down his punches well.
1, 2.
That was very impressive.
Yeah!
He certainly defeated Bryant Smith
It was done against an opponent that is a step up from what we've seen among some of the younger heavyweights that we've had here on the air at Fox.
We really liked his work with the uppercut in this fight. We take a look at some of the action. You saw him sneak in the uppercut there. Here, Smith was still at least trying to fight back. One thing Clay Bay did was show a variety of punches, and on several occasions he dug body punches in deep into the stomach of Smith. They're dropping him and dropping him hard. Even in that case, still utilizing jabs to set up a range, utilizing the jab as a range fighter, and there, Smith basically deciding, hey, that's enough. I have had enough.
And I thought he really closed well, too. He finished him extremely well. He didn't waste anything. He wasn't just go in there and just try to hammer from all angles. He did everything, it seemed, with some forethought. We'll be back.
Test.
Most impressive performance for the American Olympian. We make it official as we go to Thomas Brown.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the official time, 2 minutes, 11 seconds of round number 2. Referee in charge, Mike Ortega, steps in and calls a halt to the bout with your winner by technical knockout, Lawrence Claybay.
Well, again, an impressive performance for Lawrence Claybay. Rich, you and I have seen this man fight on numerous occasions. I'll speak for myself. That's by far the best I've seen Lawrence Claybay look, and if he can carry that a little bit further, who knows what we have here.
All right, Barry. Well, Lawrence, that's the best we've seen you look, either amateur or as a pro. You really looked as though you've developed.
Well, you know, Larry Goosen got me working hard in the gym, and everything's starting to come together.
Tell us about the uppercut tonight, because that was a tremendous punch for you tonight. Is that something you've recently been developing? Because the uppercut was extremely effective.
No, actually, uppercut's always been with me. It's been a power punch that I use a lot, and you know, it's just something I'm going to stick with. It's working, so hey, we're going to keep using it. Especially when the opponent will give you the opportunity to throw it over and over again. It feels good when it's landing, and we're just going to keep using that and work on some other things along with that.
And Lawrence, of course, as we take a look at the end of the fight here, tonight we were in with a guy who we knew could fight some because we saw him fight Ed Mahon. We knew that he went 6 rounds with Alex Stewart and fought Kirk Johnson to a decision. So you came off looking favorable, certainly compared with all of those other fights. You must feel pretty good about the way things went here.
Well, I feel great about how things went. As far as the other opponents and how he went against them, I just judge what I do, not what the other guys do.
And how do you judge what you did?
Well, I think I would like to move around a little bit more, but overall, it was an excellent performance.
Yeah, well, I'll agree with that. We look forward to seeing you again real soon.
Thank you.
All right, Lawrence Claybay, the winner. Let's go back down to Barry.
All right, thanks, Rich. Not only the winner, but as you pointed out, an impressive winner. Lawrence Claybay may have a future. We got more to come. Nakawari and Shaw.